Hello and you're welcome to another edition of the 3-day weather forecast from the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. I am Onyilo Desmond. And so within the first week of January 2026, we've seen a shift in our weather patterns. We'll now see dust haze in suspension, hazy conditions over the country with temperatures on the low side, especially night and day temperatures quite on the low side and slightly chilly. A departure from what we had within the Christmas period, where we had hot days, warm nights, some thermal discomfort, and the absence of the traditional dust haze. Within the next 3 days, from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, our forecast period, we're expecting not much as far as thunderstorm is concerned. We have slim prospects of a few thunderstorms isolated here and there over the coastal parts of the country, areas adjoining the Atlantic Ocean, like the southern parts of Rivers, Cross River, parts of Bayelsa, Delta, and Lagos State. Up north, we're expecting drier conditions because first and foremost, we've seen an intensification in our northern high, speaking about the Azores high pressure cell and the Saharan high pressure cell. These two are responsible for raising dust and pushing them into the country and creating the Harmattan dust haze that is common within this period. So we've seen an intensification of these two pressure highs, and so we expect that for the rest of Wednesday, not much is expected. We still expect sunny skies over much of the northern part of the country, sunny and hazy over the central states. As we get into Thursday, we expect some dust haze over the northwestern part of the country. So we will see some moderate to slight dust haze over these areas. The other areas will still remain slightly hazy over the central states. But as we get into Friday, we expect a fresh dust plume to be raised over our source region and to come in before the end of Friday. The prospect is that we expect a dust haze over the northern part, the stretch of the northern part of the country, the extreme northern part of the country for Friday from the evening period. This dust haze could give us cases of moderate to thick dust haze by Friday evening, and as we get into Saturday, we expect it to come further into the country and southwards, leaving a blanket of probably thick dust haze over the northern part of the country. This could pose a threat to flight activities. We'll keep our eyes on this and give appropriate warning as the event unfolds. We also expect and advise aviators to get weather reports from NIMET especially by Friday, to properly plan their flight operations. And so we expect these hazy conditions not just over the northern part of the country, but to seep into the central states and down into the southern part of the country, the inland areas of the south. So we could see cases of dust haze over the central states and parts of the inland areas of the south. We also expect temperatures to be on the low side, both day temperatures and night temperatures. And this is as a result of two things. First, the attenuation that the suspended dust will bring as it blocks out incoming solar radiation during the daytime. And secondly, the fact that we expect cooler winds from the Sahara to seep into the country. And so we expect that the nights and early morning will be colder come Friday into Saturday. And so we advise first and foremost that vulnerable groups should cover up properly, be properly dressed, especially at night, to ward off cold and any cold related ailments. Secondly, we also advise that those with respiratory ailments or sensitive as far as respiratory tract ailments are concerned should be prepared with their nose masks to cover up properly so that they do not inhale the dust that will be raised and that will be in suspension. And so we see that temperatures will be on the low side, and because of the dust that will be in suspension, we also expect that air quality will be unhealthy for both the sensitive groups and for the general public from the north and up to down to the inland areas of the southern cities. And that's it from here. We'll keep you updated as the event unfolds. Thank you for watching.